Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, how are you today? I hope you're always healthy. My name is Felia Ivana. I'm from Communication Science Study Program B1. Me and my friends will present the chapter about style. Okay, let's get started. Style differs from grammar because it doesn't get quantifiable. The style has no definite ruler. Style is not very important as language mechanics, as does the author use it to play the sensation of readers. Style adds to the impact on writing, strengthening contact with the reader and raising the awareness. This is even though the reader might not be tapping into what happens and cannot analyze the techniques used. To be effective, a journalist must develop a style that has four main attributes: suitability, simplicity, accuracy, and calmness. First, suitability. The way the story is written must match the subject, mood, and pace of the event described, and above all, the needs of the reader. Style should arouse their interest and define its role. It should also present facts or arguments in a way that allows the reader to understand it quickly and easily. Example 1. If the subject is mild, treat it lightly. For example, use a delayed intro or headline. 2. Whatever the subject, do not need lazily open the reader. Thus, where a story concerns eccentric belief or practice, avoid cynicism, facetiousness. 3. Where a story concerns a sequence of events, a straightforward narrative style may be the best bet. If you use one event to create impact in the intro, remember to repeat the reference in its proper time context. Also, make sure your tense are consistent. 2. Simplicity. For example, 1. Prefer the short Anglo-Saxon word to the long Latinate one. 2. Prefer the concrete statement to the abstract one. 3. Prefer the direct statement to any form of circumlocution. 4. Avoid the words or phrases that merely sound good. 5. Remember that a sentence must have at least one verb and that this is its most important word. 3. Precision. Precision is vital to the journalist, above all in news reporting. To be precise, you need to know exactly what words mean. Study words and their meanings, and never use a word you are not sure about. You must also master the principle of grammar to ensure that you express your meaning clearly and accurately. Read the chapters on grammar carefully and then revert to them when necessary. As a writer, do not leave it to the soup to spot inaccuracy or ambiguity. Read your own copy and ask, do I mean what I say and I said what I mean? Often the honest answer will be no. Example, Pierre Award 2100. Example, Per hour $2,000 pawn. This is ambiguous. Was he owed the money or did he owe the... This is ambiguous. Was he owed the money or did he owe it?
Number 4. Poise. Poise is the instinct of style. It gives writing balance, ease of manner, and lack of strain. Individual words should fit the context. Sentence should be a pleasure to read because they are balanced and rhythmical. Paragraph should be waiting to convey the writer's meaning and leave the writer in no doubt that they have grasped it. With the best prose, the writer remains influential of the technique. The simple enjoy reading to passes. The hard work should all be done by their word, with a bit of polish by the soup. Next, A. Stimulus device. Most the stylistic device the follow are called tropes or figure of speech. There is no reason why you should learn the names of the more obscure ones, such in Chinese dances or metonymy. B. Alliteration. Alliteration is the representation of an initial sound in words that follow each other, used in like harder stories. Pictures in headlights do not use in serious stories. C. Assonance. Assonance is the repetition of the vowel sound in the words that follow each other. Used in like harder stories. Pictures in headlights do not use in serious stories. D. Referred also black, yellow, sick humor. This is making jokes about such this as injury, disease, disability, and death. It is an understandable reason by journalists, also police office, soldier, doctor, nurse, and others, to the hard facts of life and death. E. Hyperbole. Hyperbole is an extravagant and obvious exaggeration of all figures of speech. Hyperbole is the most used and abused by journalists. Handle with care. F. Irony. Irony is either making an point in word that mean reality, the opposite, or a condition in which a person some mocked by fact or the fact. Use the word irony sparingly in spectacular and avoid the effort ironically, which is usually a lazy way or trying to make a surprise sound more significant than it is. G. Litus. Litus is a position of hyperbole and this understatement, especially assertion by negation of the contrary, instead of from in a great city. From is no main city. Metaphor. Metaphor is calling something by name of what it resembles. Frequent repetition in metaphor turns them into cycles. Careless use of metaphors can lead to the misheard metaphor and expansion in which two or more metaphors are confused. Example: to make arms against a sea of troubles. I. Metonymy. Metonymy is replacing the name of something by the name of the relation thing. He is a lover in the bottle instead of drink.
G. Onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia is asking word of sound help to suggest the meaning. He has a hacking cough. Key oxymoron. Oxymoron is combining contradictory terms from an expressive phrase. We saw school kidness. L. Pun. A pun is a play on what a liquor of nearly a liquor in sound but is different in meaning. The pun is overset by earthly reader who can break the habit. Never use a pun for a serious story. M. Repetition. Repetition as purpose emphasis. Example: O remeu, wherefore at to remeu. N. Rhetoric. Rhetoric is a general term for the art of using language to persuade or impress others, not particularly the rhetorical question the journalists address to their readers. Example: have you ever been to China? O. Simile is likening something to something else. Example: my love is like a red rose. P. Synergy is using the part from the whole or the whole for the part. Example: I'll hang on that. Q. Variancy. Variancy is using a different word or phrase to describe something in order to avoid repetition and or to add color to the copy. When done to improve, it is called elegant variation. Example: who a proven do as well. In the example above in code actually reference the province. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.